I'm just asking because before I moved to the Bay Area, rim jobs were approximately 12% of my sexual activity. Now, since moving to the Bay Area 2 years ago, that number has increased to 67%. For, a large enough sample size, or geographical location, but it feels statistically significant, which I have to honor, I have to honor my truth, But the thing is, right, in my life, I am ambivalent about rim jobs. Like, I'm not super into it, right? Like, of course, I'm working class, so, like, if they're offered, I will graciously accept. Eat a lot of dairy. I'm talking about like a lot of dairy. Yogurt, ice cream, dick cheese, I eat it all. What if during the anilingus I were to fart in your mouth? That's a legit fear. In your mouth. The problem with that is, I'm also a sex worker. If people have paid me to smell my farts, and I fart in your mouth for free, isn't that community service? We all have to give back. We all have to do our part. And that's who I am. All right, the lady Miss Vagina Jenkins is a philanthropist, sensual goddess. Also a certified crazy person. I do mean that legit, right? The actual diagnosis is dysthymia, right? And I can tell when I just dropped the move in the shitter. I just want to know. I know it's all fun and games when it's ass licking, but this is serious. So yes, right? So I'm a depressed person. So the deal with that is that, like, in true femme fashion, I just can't go out like the average depressed person on those Abilify commercials. I can't be one of those Abilify commercials, right? Like, you're sitting there eating low-fat yogurt with your cat. Like, I can't do that. I mean, seriously, there might be weeks at a time where I choose not to bathe, but you will never catch me in a pair of khakis. Never. Right? In true stereotypical fashion, I am drawn to stand-up comedy, right? Stereotypes don't just happen. It's up to each one of us to make them, right? So I'm trying to do my stand-up comedy thing, except for, in order to research a thing, you gotta or in order to do a thing, you gotta research it, right? So I'm watching hours of stand-up. And then days of stand-up, and then weekends of stand-up, and I would start to feel energetic. Right? Or I was gonna do something outside of my house. This is really intense feeling. It's really intense and uncomfortable feeling. And I started to think if I did have this energy building up, is this the happy of which Pharrell Williams speaks? I'm not familiar with your human emotions, so. So I would start to feel happy, and then I would think, oh, well, if I get happy, what if I smile, right? And if I smile, then people are going to talk to me, and if people talk to you, they invariably say the stupidest shit, right? Right? So depression keeps me in my state of nihilistic normalcy, and that is why. Why does it have to be pathologized, right? Why can't I name for my experience for myself? Instead of depressed, what if I was PTSD? What if I was a PTSD? Obsessive compulsive? I say nay. I am a rim job statistician. That is my time.